The Nigerian army has said that the Boko Haram attacks are an international conspiracy to cut Nigeria to size and to destabilize the peace of the country. Colonel Saga Musa, the acting director, Army Public Relations, stated this, claiming that there are some international paymasters sponsoring Boko Haram. Musa stated this in an article he shared on social media and with journalists. The army spokesman said, the recent killing of our people on a rice farm in Borno State was unexpected, inhumane, cowardly, dastardly, and that sadistic cruelty by the Boko group. There is no normal human being that will take pleasure in such inhumane massacre of defenseless and harmless civilians working on their farms, but that is the nature of terrorism and those who sponsor it. There's an international conspiracy to cut Nigeria to size and compromise national renegades, making attempts to destabilize and dismember Nigeria, if possible in subservience to the international paymasters, who are the owners of the Boko Haram. They train them, arm them, finance them, and supply them logistics. Without this treacherous international support of Boko Haram, they would have since been defeated. Yet, we can defeat them through our unity and unflinching support and encouragement of our security forces, particularly the military. These people do not have shame. I thought they said they have defeated them. Technically, you can see that Lai Mohammed has been singing a different song now ever since this whole thing happened. Before this incident, they've been operating and people have been talking, especially those lawmakers from those constituencies from from the North Central, all those northern region. Some of the lawmakers have been coming out that this idea of saying that the army has defeated this Boko group is a lie. That because in some places the so-called Boko Haram are still collecting taxes. People are still going to them. They have formed their own government. They have judges that even when a community, some of the communities, once they have problems, they go to all those people. We don't even know the difference between the bandits and the Boko Haram. We don't even know the difference because it is when this government came on board, they began to, maybe they try to remove shift people's mind from Boko Haram. So they now say, oh, these people are bandits. But the way they work, they operate in the same manner. It is when this government came on board, we began to hear bandits, we began to hear Fulani S-men, this and that. Maybe they were trying to deceive Nigerians so that people will not say, oh, since it was Boko Haram that was reigning, was the rave of the moment during the last administration. So they tried to downplay the whole thing. So, that was why they said they have defeated Boko Haram. So the ones that are operating now, they are bandits. Because their operations they are the same. And some of the lawmakers have made us understand that in most of those areas, these people have formed government. The people themselves go to them. Even Ali Ndume said it recently, some days back, that farmers do pay homage, do pay them before they go to farms. So now they are telling us that they have not been defeated. And to hard sort upon injury, they are not telling us it is now international community. You can imagine how shameful or shameless these people are. International community, they are the ones. Of course, they are trying to play the same record or the same song, just like Lai Mohammed said, oh, that they don't want to sell arms to Nigerian government. They don't want to do this. They are selling the same arms. Maybe that was what they told Lai Mohammed, because he had already said something like this, that we are at the mercy of this Boko Haram, in as much the Nigerian government or the Nigerian army will not be able to get the right weapon to fight with those people. So people are asking, how do they now bring it in? So it is international communities that are manning our borders, all those our porous borders. These people have opportunity to bring all in their equipment into the country to frustrate the masses. And you are there. It is this same international community. They are the ones manning our border. I think it is an international community. They are the ones living in Aso Rock. Now it is no longer opposition party. No, it is not those who want to upturn the government of Buhari, those who want to topple the government of Buhari. No, they are not the ones now. You see, at some point, the president will go again and say, oh, it's as a result of the death of Gaddafi, this and that. that a Libya problem has escalated to what we are having. So if you are talking about Boko Haram, that was what I said initially, that how do we now differentiate them, because we have about 4 groups now from that region. Initially it's usually these Boko Haram people, but now we have about other factions. So if you are talking about Boko Haram, then what about the Fulani S-men? What about the bandits that you do call them? How do they operate? Who is sponsoring them? So all this year now, over 10 years, you guys are not discovering that it is international community that are sponsoring them. They have influence all over the place. So the same international community, they came into our country when one of their citizens, America to be precise, when one of their citizens was kidnapped, and they came into the country and rescued their person. So how come you cannot rescue your people? It's not as if these people are not in this country. The so-called Shekawu and his men, they are in this country. Those who have been kidnapped, they are in this country. Those who are we have not seen for how many years? Since 2014, when the major crisis hit us as a country, the Chibok girls, up to today, those children are in this country. Okay, what about Liam and Shaibu? They will tell us that, oh, they have transferred them to another place. But you can imagine America coming to our country to rescue their own person. They didn't say, oh, it happened in Mali or it happened in Chad or whichever country. But they had to come to our country to rescue their person. But you guys are here. And believe you me, all those people who have been captured, who have been kidnapped, they are in this country. Now, Army is now shifting blame. Now they are telling us that, oh, if there's a cooperation. So why didn't you people cooperate all this while? Since you know that you can defeat this group of people, and with the support and with cooperation and unity, that you'll be able to do that. So what have you been waiting for all this while? Hey, these people are something else. They are something else. You know, the last time the president was blaming in Bono, I think that was last year too, you went there. He was blaming the residents. He was blaming the monarchs. Now, it is not those people now. You know, initially, it was the work of a opposition party. They are the ones doing all of these things to discredit the government. But now, they don't have anybody to blame again. They have to go outside the country. So Nigerians should go and be doing what? Who are the people? With all your intelligence gathering, it took you almost 10 years for you to come and tell us now that it is the work of outsiders. They want to destabilize Nigeria. No, okay. It's not Nnamdi Kanu again, no. It's not hyper people again, no. International people, international countries that the ones sponsoring these people, and you are there looking at them, and you want cooperation. Why can't you use that cooperation you are looking for amongst yourself to win this whole thing? Excuses upon excuses. I don't think Nigerians would want to buy all these your excuses. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning the statement made by the army again.